Salutations, gentlemen. My name is Jetbat, and I have a special guest. Introduce yourself, special guest.
Hey, what's up? My name is Cameron, otherwise known as JoJo Cam on PSN. You know, I'm just here along for the ride.
Yeah, buddy. Just finished up a project, so now we're like, yo, dog. Heard you like commentaries, so I'm gonna put you in a commentary. And my buddy here is like, that's a great idea, friendo. As you can tell, that's an excellent impression of my friend.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now this, I'm hoping you recognize this gameplay. This gameplay is from last year, and this was, well, you'll be able to tell that it's from last year because I don't have many weapons and stuff unlocked. In fact, I actually unlocked stuff for the little bird in this video, and you haven't. Oh yeah, you have joined in. You see your name there?
Oh yeah. The funny thing about this video, you know, down the bottom left-hand corner there, you know, I joined in the video and. I remember that this game was pretty lolsy. I mean, a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
You remember the chopper stuff?
A whole bunch of crazy stuff happening, you know, with the little bird. It was pretty intense.
I somehow here's the first little bird.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't even know what happened with all these little birds.
I'm like, oh, this is the little bird that I want, perfectly placed for me.
Exactly.
Oh man, and then my kill gets stolen here.
No, and then I keep on, you know. Oh, I'm actually in the chopper.
Yeah, you're in the chopper right now.
No, I remember every single time, I'll be like, oh damn, he's in the chopper, I want to get in too. And then I'll be like, oh, he left me behind.
Ah, he left me behind. The plague of Battlefield. And as you can tell here, don't have anything unlocked. All I have are the main guns. In fact, I don't even have flares here, so my longevity is quite small in piloting the chopper. And see, there you go. You're doing cheesy in-flight repairs. I remember this.
I just sat there, you know, in the cockpit, just going away at it with a repair gun.
Free points. The problem is though, is that you only get free points for so long. Like I think the cutoff is like maybe 500 or so. I don't know the exact
somewhere around
number.
there. It's like I did it in a Black Hawk for like 5 minutes, and then this point started cutting off. So I was like,
yeah. But now one thing they're gonna do is in the upcoming patch is they're gonna make it so that way you know how you get points for when like a driver or a passenger gets a kill?
Yeah. The passenger assist?
Yeah, they're gonna increase that substantially. Like right now,
it's what, 25?
It's only like 20 points. They're gonna up it to 50. That awkward moment where a helicopter gets over on you.
Exactly. He's more the helicopter shenanigans.
Of course, they must ensue.
In fact, I see you using, you know, the saw here. I actually really like the saw, especially with the bipod and the hollow sight, just because you can put so many rounds on target.
Well. Okay, like, I feel the saw is definitely the most versatile, one of the most versatile weapons in the LMG category. No, sir, I do not approve of your usage of the mounted gun. And I think that you can really turn the saw into any kind of gun you want. Like, you can put a grip on it, kind of roll around with it, or just put down the bipod and just kind of chill and corner.
One thing I discovered about the support classes, I really like I believe it's called the QBB 125 or something like that.
Is that the one from Back to Karkand?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that's a fun little thing. It's like nice
as soon as you unlock the drum mag for it in the bipod, you can just go to town on it. It's so powerful.
There's a lot of control on it too. Really nice control off the QBB, but I haven't used it. I personally haven't used it enough. I haven't played much support lately, but I remember in the early game I used the T-88 a lot. Like I have a lot unlocked for it. The problem is though, the T-88 is just statistically inferior to pretty much all the LMGs, most particularly the SAW, because it shares a lot of the same stats with the SAW, if not very similar stats. And the problem is that it just suffers from more drawbacks than the SAW does. But I played Bad Company 2, so I like the song. Dubby!
Speaking of Bad Company 2, I love that game. I mean...
Okay, so I went back to it recently, right? I think I like it better than Battlefield 3. I'm sorry. I know,
it's sorry. It doesn't try to be anything. It's just its own game that doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
It really was a breakthrough game for its time because, you know, you have all these vehicles and stuff in an online setting.
I disagree because they've been doing that since 1943.
Well, but on such a massive scale, you know, 1940.
Well, it getting popular, you mean, like on console by mainstream audience. Here you can see, this is interesting. The 40mm, I think it's 40mm shells that fires, it can't hit me when I'm in the water for whatever reason. Because there's no surface for the shells to hit, producing splash damage. So I'm just like swimming like, are any of those gonna kill me? and luckily they didn't.
Oh, funny story about swimming in the water. I was on CN Crossing or whatever that.
It's technically pronounced Zen Crossing.
Zen Crossing.
French.
For in a rush level, and you know that one part where you have to swim over to the boat and to arm the charge.
Yeah, that's a fun MCOM.
I just sat there sitting like swimming in the water. In one place, watching these three guys like derping around on the boat, hoping they don't see me. And I walked up behind one, knifed them, you know, shot the other two with 45.
That's great.
It's so fun because you know the Battlefield 3, I guess you could call them moments in in online.
Hey, that guy looks
familiar.
familiar.
This part's so funny.
This is terrible.
Sitting on the dock, you know, derping around, trying to get Michael to pick me up.
Oh god. Okay. And then cheesy in-flight repairs.
And then this is why I'm sitting there just going away at it with my repair gun.
But yeah, you were saying about Battlefield moments?
Yeah, it's such a genre defining, you know, set of just online experiences that whenever you go to another different you know, online game, it really everything almost seems kind of dry just because it's you know
the badass.
Oh yeah, right there.
There's our Battlefield moment. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's just you know it really adds color to a game.
That there is one of the reasons why I play Battlefield over just about anything else, is because of those Battlefield moments. It's that moment where you can't reproduce it, it can't be scripted in single player, it happened one time only, and it's phenomenal. And that's why I love 1943, because I feel like I can get a Battlefield moment at least once per game, and it never gets old. But yeah, and I was playing 1943 just yesterday. I recorded some new clips. That'll probably be posting some commentary specifically of that.
Man, you're just killing it on this Little Bird.
It's interesting. I think it's after this version of the game, the Little Bird got buffed for whatever reason.
Buffed in which way? How?
Bullet damage against infantry, which is a little ridiculous. Because
it's a freaking minigun. And
yeah.
Tear you apart.
Oh man, that is just.
I just hop out. I mean.
Oh, look at my level. See, that's my excuse that I'm a noob at this point in my game. So yeah, just rolling around.
Jerking my gherkin.
You know it, son. But now, as we were talking about earlier, upcoming patch. There are a lot of changes. Have you heard about them, sir?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, what they're going to be doing is, one of the major things is that they're going to be changing attachments specifically. They're going to have weapon-specific attachment changes.
Don't they already have, like, how it's...
Kinda, to my knowledge. Because, as of right now, all of the attachments do the same buffs and debuffs across the board for every weapon. But now what they're going to do is, like, for example, a weapon that has good stability will get less of an advantage from the grip than a weapon that has low stability.
Oh, so it's just it's just modifying it to the gun more than it already
specifically to the gun. What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I think it adds, as I was saying before, to the color of the game. You know how it kind of. If you look at all other games, other games don't really do that, and it's kind of defining itself away from look at here. Just running off some dates and stuff.
Well, I think the point that you're making there kind of just relates to the fact that DICE is just ridiculously good at weapon balancing. Well, actually, I take that back. I'm not gonna say ridiculously good. I'm gonna say that they will get it done, because Bad Company 2 at launch was not a balanced game.
Oh yeah,
but give them how long was it out for? Or how long was it big for? Like 3 years? Give them 3 years. Right now in Bad Company 2, there is pretty much perfect weapon balance. Perfect. Like, no joke there. So that's something I really gotta hand it to DICE with. And hopefully we'll be... I don't think we're gonna be seeing it anytime soon, the perfect weapon balance in Battlefield 3. Because first of all, they're gonna be adding in new weapons, which is always gonna bugger up with weapon balance. But there's a lot of weapons, and just a lot of different aspects to Battlefield 3. It's a much more complex game than Bad Company 2.
Then we get back to the point, it's a colorful game. You have all these elements in it that just, bring it to life. That separates it from the other games in the genre.
Welcome to Battlefield. Precisely. I mean, you got your squad systems, you got jets, which, in my opinion, DICE did jets so well in this game. I think that they should make their own fighter pilot game. Like a only jet game.
I know. Like one of the ideas I had for a video game that my dream video game, it would be more like Ace Combat. You go from mission to mission on a plane.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get shot down, whenever you parachute out,
Turns into an FPS.
yeah, it turns into an FPS. It turns into an FPS survival game. On the RPG, on the terms, first-person Fallout games and stuff like that. And where it just, it's like Battlefield 3, only survival, and it's just, a pilot.
That'd be interesting, like behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Come on, man.
I just held down R1. I'm like, please give it to me. And Battlefield is like, no. But that's the game.
Good round. Good round.
Thank you, sir. Freaking chopper shenanigans. I love the little bird in this game so much. It's like it's just like a chopper gunner in Call of Duty, except it actually takes a degree of skill, which is what that's why I like the vehicles in Battlefield.
Same thing.
It's balanced because it's difficult.
Same thing with the jets, man. You have to be good with the jets, especially to get all the attachments for it, because you have to start off with
nothing.
You start off with the minigun, you have to work your way up.
Yep, but hey, thanks for joining me, Broseph. Be back again soon.
Yep, I hope so.
Swaggademos. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me, and I'll be catching you next time.